Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on to another episode of Wake Up American, the daily American English pronunciation show where we help you with a little bit of quick practice to start your day right in American English. Some exercises that you can do because we all know that if you're not practicing, you lose it so quickly. So I don't want that to happen to you. Who am I? By the way, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath, which is one of the four keys to a natural sound in American English. And today we're doing a quick tip that I think, well, not just I think, I have seen really work wonders with my students. And it involves your tongue and where to put it in order to achieve a more natural sound. Now, everything we talk about today is brought to us by our pronunciation group on Telegram. On Telegram, students send me audio files every single day of the week, including the weekend, and I respond with feedback for them. So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, you want feedback for your own pronunciation because other people aren't giving it to you, or maybe they're only giving it to you once a week if you have a teacher or something like that. The Telegram group is your way to get feedback every single day. You can find it at fluentamerican.com. We'll talk more about how to join in a moment. But the key thing with tongue position is a lot of time people are using mouth positions from their first language and applying it to their second language. This includes especially consonant sounds. So there's this assumption that the consonant that works in your first language is the same thing that happens in the second language. Sorry, I was momentarily distracted. What's up, I mean? How are you today? So, for instance, you may be used to pronouncing an S sound like an S in your first language, or a Z sound like a Z in your first language, or a D, or an L, or an N. Most likely, your first language is pronouncing those sounds with a high tongue position, with the tip of your tongue pressed up against your alveolar ridge behind your top front tooth. You can hear it like S for an S, or N for an N, or N, or excuse me, we just did that, right? So L for an L, or T for a T. Those sounds are perfectly fine. You can use your tongue in that way, just like you can in other languages. But the problem is that when you do it like that, your placement also goes high. So you're using a placement that's more natural for your first language. So your S sounds like S, your T sounds like T, your D sounds like D, your L sounds like L. And the truth is, in American English, those are not very natural sounds because the placement's too high. And the higher placement's also blocking some breath. So the big suggestion I have for you is instead of having your tongue at your top front tooth, can you put it against your bottom front tooth? This is going to feel weird. This is going to feel strange. There aren't many other pronunciation teachers out there that are suggesting this. But the reality is that that lower tongue position is going to lower your placement and allow more breath to come through. I can make the same sounds. I'm going to raise my finger, or for the first word, I'm going to use a high placement. And then for the second, I'm going to go low because my bottom front tooth. So see if you can hear a difference. T, t, s, s, n, n, l, l. Can you hear a difference between those? What you may notice is the higher position is maybe a little sharper, a little clearer, but the placement's also higher. The lower position is more open and it's a slightly less clear consonant sound, but that's okay because American English is focused on vowel sounds and breath. Really quick, let's run through some words just to demonstrate this further. And I encourage you, if you want to practice to see if you're doing right, join our pronunciation group on Telegram. You can also give feedback on this in a course that we have launching soon called Conquer Consonants. It's going to talk about these same things, and it's also going to listen to you saying them to make sure you're doing it correctly. You can find Conquer Consonants and register at fluentamerican.com. A note, we only have 2 spots left. Okay, so that sounds like something you want to do. You want to practice these consonant sounds in a way and know if you're doing it right. You really need to sign up for a course. All right, so let's just say some words with a high position and a low position. See if you can hear a difference. moon, 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 moon. Title, 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 title. Several, 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 several. What are some other examples that we can do? Didn't, 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 didn't. The reality is, I'm saying everything right now with the tip of my tongue down against my bottom front tooth. Everything I'm saying right now, I'm saying with the tip of my tongue against my bottom front tooth. See if you can do that. Try to say words, sounds, and sentences with your tongue down here. We'll practice this more in future episodes. Unfortunately, I do have to run. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning with another episode of Wake Up America. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Thanks to Amin for checking in. Unfortunately, if you haven't seen it, I've tried to communicate on the channel and things, but I'm just going through a sinus infection, which is impacting my voice. So my apologies if it's not clear. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon.